Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. Man,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
it's been a little while, bro.
Bro, life is crazy right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm in a new little spot right here.
You American
Um,
man.
yeah, dude. Uh, it's weird because like I'm trying to like still. I mean, I already texted you during this week, like telling you how I'm trying to like get this figured out, like this whole new setup. So I had to kind of go back to my old setup right here as far as like laptop goes
Yeah.
until I get a few things figured out with this. But yeah, man, living with the woman, it's
Sheesh.
it's different. It's different, but it's good though. I'm happy, man. So
That's good. Hey, that's all that matters in life, man.
exactly.
Just be
How's
happy.
everything over there though?
Hey, man, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just grinding and getting to work. When you texted me this morning, you were like, man, I went to work Saturday night and I went straight back in Sunday morning. And I was like, man, I feel that religiously.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Like that's what. Oh my gosh, bro. Yesterday, I got off Saturday night, and then I think it wasn't super crazy late. I think it was like 12:30 or 1. But then I went right back in at 9 on Sunday, so I got like maybe 6 hours. But dude, I don't know what it was. I thought I was fine at work. Like I went through my whole like little shift. I was like, okay, I'm cool. Um, but then like once I got home, all of a sudden, bro, like I just got super sleepy.
yeah,
Like
dude,
I was
it's so different.
out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
like I was sitting there talking to Taylor, and then all of a sudden, she had her cousin over, and we're all just kind of talking. And dude, my eyes just like started getting super heavy, and I was like, "Hey, look, I'm sorry, like I don't even know what's happening." Like I was like, "But I gotta go lay down." And I think what happened was when I got to the house, I took a shower, and that made me like relax. Which I mean, but I don't know, dude. I was
Bro, anybody that's worked in the industry knows like you have that adrenaline when you're working and
uh-huh.
like you don't feel anything like at all. And
Hmm.
then all of a sudden you get off work and dude, it smacks you.
Yeah,
It,
you just crash, bro. I
yeah.
went to bed at like I think it had to be like 7:30, and then I woke up at like 3 this morning. Like it was just a straight through, and I woke up and I was like, oh shoot. I was like, oh, all right, well, and then I laid down a little bit longer. But yeah, man. So then I went to the gym this morning, so I'm
No, I
I'm
feel
feeling
that.
back better.
No, I feel that. Today was the first day I got to go to the gym. Like I've been on like this like 2 week kind of just like crazy schedule. Went
Also, so you like went on vacation too, like you went
yeah, I
down
went
to the
to
beach.
yeah, I went to Texas for
Hmm.
like 3 days, 4 days, flew home, worked for 2 days, and then went to the beach, and
Yeah.
then got back to the beach. Just worked all weekend. So it's been a crazy thing. So for everyone that's wondering like why we haven't had episodes, somebody got married,
Yeah,
somebody's been on vacation, and
man.
we're back at it. But
Finally, yeah. Also, it's almost that time we're about to have to, I guess, take a longer hiatus because I'm about to get ready to leave, bro.
yeah,
So we are knocking on the door. Also, this is cool. This is a great way to announce this. So I think, all right. So I don't know if I ever mentioned on here before. If I was, did I ever say like which branch I was gonna go to? Did I ever
mm-mm.
say? Okay, well I think I said like maybe if I didn't say, I was first gonna go to the army to try to be an officer. All right. But then I've been doing like a lot of talking and like, like reaching out to other, like recruiters and stuff and just trying to see the best route. So, bro, I think I'm about to get into what all of our other friends are in, air traffic control, dude. Like, I'm about to do it, but instead of doing the army, I'm going to go Marines. So, and Taylor's all nervous. She's like, don't die. And I was like, oh, and I'm going, and I'm going active duty. My goal is to try to obviously you got to qualify for all this stuff and do everything, blah blah blah. So prayerfully everything goes well this week. But I went from doing the reserves of army officer to now being like active duty enlisted marine air traffic control. So um and I
Let's get
kind
it.
of I guess came up on this because I talked to Casey. And then so I talked to Casey. I was like, look, bro, I've been thinking about this. I think we all talked about it like before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, I just keep thinking about it. And like what they were telling me, as far as like becoming an officer, I, I couldn't in my head, like make sense of it as far as like uh, I don't know how to say this. It wasn't making sense as far as like a career move is in healthcare. Like if I would have did something medical in the army, like it looks good, but it wasn't giving you like a skill. So you would still have to come out and like still learn some type of skill, whether it be like going through EMT, trying to get in school somewhere, you know, to then try to get into med school, things
Yeah.
like that. You know, and so I was like, all right. And I looked at the age cutoff for air traffic control through FAA. Do you know they do open bids off the street?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So
Because,
yeah.
because
That's right. We all talked about this. Yeah. And so they, the day I looked, it was the day after they had just closed the open applications.
so you looked like last week.
Yes, on
Because
the third.
I forgot to fill mine out. I was going to do the same thing.
Oh, were you really, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So oh, bro, well, we got to talk some more then here in a second. Um, but dang, yes, yeah. So it was like on the third, and I was like, oh shoot, I just missed it. So like I tried to look at stuff. Like I'm looking. So my aunt works for FAA. So she's in the HR position. So I asked her, you know, kind of just like trying to figure out. She was like, right now, they have all the applicants that they need. She said, but they're going to open it in a few months. Well, I can't wait a few months because I'm 28, and you know, like that. And basically, so with the military, you have to be in that program by the time you're 29, or else you can't qualify. So that's why now, like, you know, it's like a time crunch. But then also coming out, basically what gives you like the best opportunity from what I've read and like asked people is they're like try to get a CTO, which is like a control tower operator certification or something like that. They're like, if you get that, then you basically can work anywhere once you get out in air traffic control. So I asked my aunt, I was like, and also that it raises, if you go military, it raises the age limit for you too, from 31, basically for FAA, to 35. And so I would be out when I'm 33. And I
Yeah.
asked my aunt, I was like, hey, is this true? You know, like making sure. She said, yes, absolutely. She said that's the route it would go. And she said, so you would more than well, like you would get in. And I was like, all right. So then I started talking with them, and dang, bro, I'm giving you this whole breakdown here.
Hey,
But
man, you're informing the people here.
yeah. So so yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, bro, for saying it that way. Because I've tried to find so much information on this, bro. I had to call people. I had to read through forums. I had to watch so many videos. Legit, bro. I spent the last 3 or 4 days. I kid you not. Like Taylor is so over me. She was like, "Quit talking about air traffic control." Like she not yelled, but like last night, like as I came in the house, she was like, so out of all the stuff today, that's what you want to talk about. And I was like, I mean, I got to, you know, because it's just like on my
Yeah.
head. But yeah, so maybe, yeah, this will help somebody. Because so what I kept seeing and like talking to people, they said, if you want to get like that CTO to have the best chance coming out, is go to the Air Force or the Marines. But really right now, how it would go would be Air Force and Marines tied, and then it would be the Navy, and then it would be the Army. And the reasons for that is because with the Marines, you basically have to get you don't have to get a CTO, but it's lined up for you to get one because of where all their bases are and how they do their training.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of the on land air traffic control for the Navy, and a CTO is, you know, you're on the land. So, well, if you go Navy, you're doing it from a ship, and you may not get a CTO because when you want to go into the FAA, they want to see a CTO certification, and you have to do it for 52 straight weeks. So one full year. And
Yeah.
so with where if you do on a Navy, you know, if you're on a boat, and the chances of you being on land for 52 straight weeks, kind of slim to none. It's possible. A lot of people in there were saying like, yeah, it's very much possible, but it doesn't put you in the best opportunity. And they said if you go to the Air Force, that you so the needs of the Air Force come first. That's the way to say it, because they said that the Air Force will train you all the way up until like a certain point, but if they need you to do something else in that field, they can pull you from the tower to go help, whether it be like deploy and on the ground, blah blah blah. So your 52 weeks can be interrupted. The same can happen in the Marines, but they were saying that they want you to be as proficient as possible in that field. So then that way, even if they do have to use you, you can do your other stuff, but that's what they are needing you for because that's what they signed you for. So I was like, all right, I never thought I would be like a Marine. So I
Here we are.
went, yeah, I went and I talked to them, and they basically gave me the same spiel. I talked to the Air Force, and they kind of told me, like they're like, yeah, basically we like the Marines can guarantee they can't guarantee. Let me not say that. If you qualify for a job, they're gonna that's what you come in for. They're gonna try to put you in that job. Where same with the Army. Oh, I didn't break down the Army. The Army, the only downside to them with air traffic control is that they use a lot of helicopters instead of planes. And so with that, you don't really work from a tower. So it's kind of hard. I think they have like 4 bases from what I was talking to them that you could get that, but being able to stay at that base for 52 straight weeks is kind of again slim to none. And so I might have botched that up a little bit. Somebody that's like listening in air traffic control that's in the military, they may be like, no, that's not right. So but that's the general overall of like how I came to my decision of trying to pursue this, because like I said, when I talked with him, they gave me the whole rundown, and he was like, if it's something you qualify for, you could very well be in it, but pretty much I have to make the decision quick. And the Air Force guy said, with it being such a lot of people pursue that career, he said that you can't guarantee that just because you qualify coming in. He said you'll have 10 jobs that you would pick from, and then basically they pick for you what you get from that 10. I was like, man, do you know how many 10 options?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that's a gamble.
That's Mike Vick back in the pocket, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I was like, that can go any kind of way. And then on top of that, if you get it, getting all the way up to, the certification for it. And I was like, and I talked to a guy who did, what's he called? AWACS in the Air Force. But he did air traffic control from the airplane. But he told me that he didn't get his certification for a civilian, and he was active duty. And I was like, ooh, man. Like, I was like, if this guy, he's already done it, basically. Like, he was in it, did the job title of air traffic control from a plane, and he didn't get civilian. And I was like, okay. So I was like, well, I definitely, if I got a year left or really months left to make this decision, like, I'm not going to gamble with, going somewhere else. So anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty sure here, Taylor, I said all that to say too, Taylor gets like the final decision today. So when this podcast comes out, I would have already decided by then, but or signed the stuff too. But yeah, so we go talk to the recruiter today. He's gonna talk with her, and as long as she gives the okay, we in there. So yeah, bro. Bro, I think you should do it. I think you would actually like. I think you would like it, bro. I mean, I know you said you already like looked at the field and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you did you look at when like the next date is for?
I have not. Just people that we know that work in the industry over there sent me the link to fill it out. But then just things got crazy, and I completely forgot to fill it out in that 3-day window that they opened it up for.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
for anybody that doesn't know, that's interested, with that, they do those open bids. The qualifications are basically have a high school diploma. It looks good if you have a college degree, but it's not necessary. And the only other requirement is you have to have had a job for 3 straight years, show a consecutive job history, and then they bring you in for like the physical testing and the medical clearing, basically. Yeah. And then they teach you from scratch, bro. And it takes you, I think they said it's anywhere from 5 to 7 months. And,
yeah, something like that. They do the training for OKC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All that stuff, but who knows?
Yeah, dude. I think
life takes us. We've both been on a crazy journey, as you can As we
we
can tell everybody.
we really have, bro. So yeah, bro. Oh, we need to hop into the Olympics. Have you watched any?
So I tried to. I think that the toughest thing with the Olympics was the time difference.
Yes, bro. It's I have barely got to watch it, but I watched the highlights. So I kind of feel like I've watched it,
Same.
but
But also I feel like with our job, like I get home at like 3 or 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh, the Olympics are on. What's up?
yeah, yeah. Then I'm falling asleep like this, like over. Like,
Yeah. But
um,
I saw USA did their thing, led the total, like won the total amount of medals, and then led with golds as well.
yeah,
They
yeah,
took the lead on China on the last day.
yeah, dude. China has surprised me, bro. Um,
Why?
well, bro, I don't feel like they have a history of being good in the Olympics.
Dude, they train they're like the evil like country that just like trains their people like you must be good at this.
Exactly. But like, bro, their runners surprised me, dude. Like they were getting some high finishes. I think they even won a couple, or I mean, I say won a couple, but they came in like bronze, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
is winning, I guess.
Is this sad
Um,
that every time like I think about the track and field events, I think of she's a runner, she's a track star.
nah, that song took over like wildfire.
It really
Uh,
did, bro. It really did.
yeah. But yeah, so I think like I'm surprised by them, but I'm not because of like you said, how controlled that country is. But before I brag on them, no, F that. America, bro.
Yeah,
Like we're
nice.
number one. Like
We're talking
we
about LeBron talk, bro.
yeah, exactly. We're number one as usual. I'm pleased that the basketball team finally figured it out and
Finally.
bounced back.
But let's talk. This was potentially one of the worst Team USA basketball rosters I've ever seen in my life.
Facts, bro. When Draymond was starting, I was like, oh no.
We had Draymond and JaVale, bro. What is this?
I said, look, I don't care what he does on the Warriors. That's cool. He can start for them all day. But on a national level, that's the best person we know. You cannot
No,
tell me that, bro.
bro, pull a high schooler off the gym, bro. I
Bro,
promise.
exactly. I know 3 people right now better than him today that they got regular jobs, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro,
no.
go to like New York City and find some 5-on-5 runs happening in Rucker Park or something. I guarantee you find somebody better than Draymond and JaVale McGee.
Exactly, bro. Like it I wonder how do they pick the USA teams? Like how does that happen?
Well, so we saw a lot of people just chose not to play.
Yes. Because I also kind of wondered that about like while LeBron wasn't there, but it also made sense because
He
he's like
doesn't love America.
honestly, it's starting to look a lot that way. Sorry, I'm looking up something really fast because there's something I wanted to comment on this, but I wanted to like
Yeah,
look
but I mean
first.
the big thing with that is like I think this proves that Kevin Durant's the best player in the world.
Ah, hold on, bro. Don't say something like that while I'm trying to look up something, bro. Don't
What, you
disrespect.
disagree?
Yeah, bro. Don't
LeBron's better
disrespect.
than KD?
All right, never mind.
You
No,
think
wait,
LeBron's better?
yeah, I disagree. Is that even a question? Bro, I don't want to basketball this out today,
I don't
but,
either,
bro.
Like KD is the best player in the world.
Bro, he doesn't even play defense, bro.
LeBron plays defense.
At least tries. He's in the forefront. He directs it. KD just gets told what to do in defense. Now, granted, I can't downplay him so hard. Like he plays zero defense. It's just not. There's people that are almost on his talent level, scoring wise, that also play defense better. And I say scoring wise to where they can kind of score at will like him. Thing is with KD, I've seen him like he'll just kind of like he kind of makes like a decision early in the game to like, no, I'm gonna have a big night tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's different than him being at people scoring on his caliber. Don't get me wrong. I think if there's like a box of names you would list people of that caliber, I mean, he's the very first name you start with. But for instance, like Steph, I think him and Steph probably compatible on scoring. Like, but
Yeah.
KD makes the decision. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, I'll drop 54 tonight. I don't care if I pass it to anybody. Like, he'll have 54 and 3 assists. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
He gets so disrespected for being so good.
I mean, no. Don't. I don't want it to sound like that either. I don't want it to sound like I'm hating, but I cannot give him best player like in the NBA, or I mean, best player in the. I mean, okay. Let me take this back.
So, I mean, if you're the best player in the NBA, you're the best player in the world. Period.
Right. That's exactly what I was leading towards. And with the Olympics, like on that team, oh yeah, I mean, no doubt, he was the best one. Like
We don't win gold without KD.
now, I don't know if we win without Drew Holiday.
Oh, I don't think we win anything without KD at all. Is what I'm saying. Because
I mean, you think so? If you take KD out, you don't think like they still would rally back?
no, I mean, did you not? I mean,
I saw like the first, but he needed help, like I said, defensively though. So when they got a little bit more depth that had defense,
yeah,
it turned the tide for them. What they lost, I get to chemistry played a huge part.
yeah, like the Olympics and the NBA are so different because like the Olympics is physical, and that's what the USA was not used to.
Exactly.
It's real basketball. It's not this NBA like I breathe on you and it's a foul garbage.
I saw not to cut you off, bro, but I saw Devin Booker up there whining like the first couple of games, and I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing is you're not getting these calls. Like play basketball.
Yeah, exactly, bro. If you're going to the cup, go up strong, bro. Go to score. Don't go to get the contact. Exactly. Just because you get the contact, they may say,
"Oh well."
Yeah, you know.
Like that's where like America has become so like just soft.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Our games are soft. Our people are soft. Like everything, bro.
And I hope that you know how people say these things go in like life goes in trends.
Yeah.
I hope the trend is we are trending back to being normal. The normal that we all are, and I say all because I'm not excluding all these extreme people. The normal that we all appreciate to where, yeah, don't be soft, bro. Play hard, play the game the right way, and enjoy it.
One thing that I've just like been thinking about. So you've seen this, all this COVID stuff, like all these new like variants of COVID and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like, and then like places like with their like mask mandate, like LA with their mask mandate, and then like all these other places like making people wear masks again. Like the one question I have is why did I get a vaccine if I stopped wearing a mask?
Oh, Jake, you want to go ahead and dive into that?
I do.
All right. Yeah. Let's get to, so honestly, and I've been, like I said, on the fence about it. I think we've had talked about that on here before. So I get their reasoning for what they said. Like, it's like with the flu, how you take the flu shot, not for the actual flu then, but to help build up your immune system. It makes sense. But I can't, with the logic that they're using is like, yeah, but and all these people are dying from this. But a lot of people die again. That's why I keep relating them, because the flu was also killing a lot of people too. But we keep doing the same thing every year. You just take a flu shot and you go on with life. We don't shut things down. But now, you have New York doing like vaccine cards to enter places. Hey, bro, you never had that for the flu. You never done that for pneumonia. Like, it's a weird. That's what's making me so mad about it, is because they're politicizing it so much that's not logical. They're just trying to use it for their own advantage and control.
But that's the thing, is it's control, because like what tells somebody, like we all know, we both probably know way too many people that are so like anti-vaccine, period. And teach their own. If you love it, you hate it, whatever. Like we're not here to talk about that. Yeah. And we support whatever you support, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, what tells those people I should trust you and get a vaccine? Like saying, if you get this vaccine, you still have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Like, and I was actually going to say that too. I think a lot of people feel the way you feel as far as, what's the point of this vaccine then? They feel frustrated, confused, and deceived, really. Like, because it's like, if they came out with just the same consistent statements, if they would have stuck with from the beginning, hey, everybody get a vaccine, wear the mask during this time, and then if you're by yourself or with your family, take it off, blah, blah, blah. I think they would have a lot more people on board, because it's the same, it's consistent. People like consistency. That's why you have people try to get consistent work schedules. That's why there's auto pay on bills, because people just like, okay, hey, if it's the same thing, all right, here, Just no point for me to have to focus attention to it. But now you're making people have to like make so many decisions when really it should have been their decision in the beginning. But people are getting frustrated because you're flip-flopping in every. So if they cross over this line to go to this place, it's a different role over here. And then they cross over this line to this place, it's a different role over here. And then it's like, but then they're telling their government is telling them this thing. So they're like stuck in this frenzy. And then that frustrates people.
Absolutely. Definitely frustrates people. It's also just like, can we just make our mind up?
Yeah. Like if
we've had the flu for so long, COVID is the new flu.
Bro.
And it's not going anywhere.
Exactly. That's my thing. They said this. Fauci said they don't see an end to this. They don't know when the variants stop. So what are you telling us? Are you if you don't know when
we're not going to end the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So if the variants don't stop, what do you want us to do as a human race, bro? Just stay in the house, never come outside again? Like that's not possible. It's your obligation as the doctor and as the virologist and immunologist to figure out the way to keep us safe. Like to figure out, give us something that helps us adapt to this. Otherwise, you just tell us, hey, we don't got it, man. We can't do it. But hey, anytime you go outside, it's a risk. We wish you all the best. Don't blame the government. We are just giving you the information to be the most successful. Have a good life.
But at the same time, like every day you go outside is a risk anyway.
With anything, bro.
Before COVID, after COVID, during COVID, whatever.
It's always. Life is a risk.
Literally.
Life itself is an absolute risk, bro. Like somebody told me this once, that they're like, it's a miracle that our cars don't explode every time we turn them on.
Exactly.
And you're like, and I never really got that until like they said it works off of combustion, but spontaneous combustion can happen. And I was like, and then there's so many ways that things can go wrong. This can leak into that. And I was like, I never really thought about it, but yeah, honestly, like get into a car, it is kind of dangerous. Like it's a gamble, and it's like, holy crap, dude. So yeah, I mean, everything that we take as mundane can be viewed as dangerous.
But they just don't politicize it. So
exactly. That's the big thing, bro. That's what I don't get either. Is why is this that one thing that they're just like, this is our thing. This is where we're going to fight. And I say it's the Democrats fighting against the Republicans, because I feel like the Republicans, from what I've seen, from what I understand, somebody else may differ, is that they've continued to say, I mean, hey, we just want to see the data on it. We don't think it's time to shut things down. Okay, they even agreed with the mask, put the mask on, but leave it up to the businesses to decide who can be in there with and without mask. It's up to them. And, that's what made me respect that, where like the Democrats are like basically overreach. And to me, I don't know how people are continuing to be on board like with that. It's like, yo, why do you want a bigger government? Like, why do you want more government overreach to tell you your everyday life and what to do, what you can and can't do? You're a person with a brain. You got the same opportunity to look up stuff. I mean, you obviously trust people that commit their lives to things. Like those 20-year doctors, if they came on there, that's why Dr. Fauci got so much credibility at the beginning, because of his history. But it's like, exactly, like going back and forth on this and that. It's like, if you would have said, if those people get on there and say, hey, we think this is the best route, and then everybody was on board with that, okay. But they're taking away our own sense of self and us making choices for ourselves. I don't like that.
The other thing I don't understand is, so you saw where Biden said like over 350 million Americans had received the vaccine. We don't even have 350 million people.
No, it's only like 334 million or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only reason why I even know that is because one time I got into an argument, this is completely off topic, with Carry On. He said over half the people watch the Super Bowl. He said over half the people in the U.S. I said, what? You think over half of the U.S. watch the Super Bowl? And he said, yeah. I said, bro, you just think people don't have jobs? Like, you just think everybody just clocks out on doggone Sunday and just sits at the crib? Like, what are you talking about? He was like, bro, I guarantee. Man, we looked it up. It was like the Super Bowl, like the most they ever got was like 13 million views or something like that. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I said, and we looked up, it was, I think at that time, it was like 330 million people in the US at that time. And I was like, you're saying like, I can't do the math really fast. Like, let's say 115. I said, you think 115 million people stopped and watched the game on Sunday? So first of all, just think about how many people go to the bar. The bar's got to be open. How many people work in there? Like, it just didn't make sense. But anyway, that's a complete side note.
No, that's funny though. But yeah, so that's the other thing is just like, why are we so worried about this? Like, if everyone has the vaccine, cool.
Yeah. And it's, again, I'm not against the vaccine, just to reiterate that.
I mean, I have it. So
right. My thing is, I'm waiting on, really, if the FDA says it's okay, then I'm kind of on board. I don't want to say I'm putting my full trust in them. My thing is, though, I think when they give it clearance, there's some backing to it. Because right now they call it clinical trials. So you can't even like sue those companies, whether it be wrongful death, wrongful injury, or any type of like complications that come from it. Where if it's FDA behind it, you got an argument.
Somebody can lose a job.
Yeah, or like at least or God forbid, but if you died, your family gets something, some type of retribution, possibly.
There's at least a bag to grab.
Or nonetheless, there's an investigation. They don't just throw you in the morgue and say, all right, have the funeral. Goodbye. Like, I mean, there may be some lab that comes by and tests you, but other than that, like, there's not an investigation until like, all right, so how do we, make sure that this is rectified? But if the FDA puts that stamp on there, then it's like, oh, okay, so y'all believe in this. Like, this is the one. Okay. And then I'll feel more comfortable. But also, too, I feel like with me saying earlier, like me going to the military, I don't want to say signing my rights away, but I mean, I'm willingly saying I'm open to that. Just because, like all your immunization, I think I tried to say this word on here before, immunization shots. You get all those when you go in anyway. So, yeah. I hope we get it figured out soon.
Have you guys seen more people at work with any mask on or anything?
Hell no. No. And bro, nobody at my job has even halfway mentioned it, bro. I did, however, have one.
I mean, like customers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I did have one lady that came up to me. I think it was like 2 nights ago, and she asked where the bathroom was, but she had a mask on. So I don't know if she had it like just because she was coming to talk to me, or I mean, it gets kind of packed in there. So I don't know if she like. Well, I mean, I don't know if she like. I didn't want to be like, oh, it is crazy. It does. It does get pretty packed though, but yeah. So that was like I've seen like a couple of people like that, but as far as like a majority, absolutely not, bro.
No, I'm the same way. I've seen like a few people walk in, but I'm just like, I don't know if it's like I notice it more now because it's not nobody's doing it, and I'm just, oh, one of those.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. That's what it is because it stands out. Also, dude, if anything, I try to avoid people. Like when people like get real close to me, hey, I'm like, oh, yo, what's up, bro? What you want? Shout point it out to me. Don't talk. Just
dude, that's the good thing. It's like I'm just like, yo, stay on your side of the bar, bro. Like, I feel like how to like come over the bar. I'm like, hey, yo, sit down.
No, just shout it. All right. You know what? Send me a text. I'll be back.
Bro, I thought like I don't even like go face to face people. Like if I'm ringing something in for somebody else or I'm like swiping somebody's card, like I'm just like, hey, yo, I'm listening. Like yell at me. People don't get it. Like they're like, oh, you can't hear me if I look away. Like, no, bro, done what you.
I can hear you. Trust me. Just shout.
Like I'm giving them a card and hoping you tell me what you want, so I don't have to go to you and then back to the well.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro, let's go.
Come on, make it quick for me.
And then There's nothing worse than that. People are you're just like, what do you want? They're like,
Where's your menu? It's been right here in your face. Just look. What do you think I got, bro? I don't know. All these bottles here. You make up a drink.
And then I was just like, all right, dude, I don't even care at this point. Like people, like they'll be like, I'm like, what do you want? And they just like sit there. I literally just go to the next person. I'm like, what do you want? And like, dude, people get so mad, but I don't care.
It's like, bro. I mean, and I try to be courteous, but it's like, yeah. I mean, you can just wait. I mean, I can wait until you actually like know, but I don't have to wait right here. Like, I can go. I'll come back. Like I'll just come back, but don't waste my time by saying like, yeah, hey, oh man. Or when people say like from a servant perspective, when people say like, hey, I'm ready, or like they like wave you down, like they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Hey. And I get over there and they're like, all right, what do you guys want? And everybody's like, dude, I walked off on a table like that the other day. I was just like, y'all just keep looking. And I just walked away. Because it was like, bro, what? I was sitting in the back having a good time. I was just chilling, bro. Like, and they saw me from the side and they were like, and I was like,
bro,
all right.
My thing is like, just know what you want.
Yeah. Bro, I don't even know how we got to that from dog on COVID, but because of talking about COVID mask. Let's see. I got a couple other things I wanted to talk about. I feel like, bro, in the whole time we've been gone, like there's been so much. Oh, this is a complete side note. It's basketball related. Well, it's a completely different topic. I don't even know if he'll ever hear this, but I don't even know if he knows who I am. But shout out to it's my sister's nephew, my older sister's nephew. His name is Keontae George. He was top 5 for ESPN class of 2022, but he just committed to Baylor though for basketball. Oh, so yeah. Congrats to him. I think he's like a point guard, shooting guard. I don't know, but like she was posting about it. His mother, I'm friends with her on Facebook, and his mother was like posting about it and stuff. So yeah, super cool for him. Apparently, bro, he they say he said what?
They just won the national championship, so that's always
yeah. And apparently they say he's super dope. I've only seen like his highlights and stuff. But yeah, he's had like a lot of opportunities and stuff. I think he was even deciding on like maybe going G League route. And from what I understand, I think his mother even played basketball too. So it kind of runs.
The end of the table money, Baylor must have been better than the G League money.
Oh, maybe, yeah, because now you can get paid off of stuff. Yeah, so maybe that is. I mean, I don't know for sure, but yeah. But I just wanted to say shout out to him though, because I mean that's huge. I feel like basketball, that's one of the hardest ones to kind of make it in. I feel like baseball gives you a lot of chances. Football, you got a pretty good chances. We're like 54 people on a team. But basketball is like, no, man, there's only 15 of us. So either be good or don't. Yes. This is, I'm glad I saw this. So how do you feel about the Simone Biles thing, bro?
It's interesting, that's for sure.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. It frustrated me a bit just because so for anybody that doesn't know, before I get into what I'm saying, basically Simone Biles is battling what every great, you more so see it in music. So I'll say every great artist in music battles. It's you versus you at this point. Everything you do from this point on is put against your other greatest thing. So it may look as if you aren't as great, but you're still tiers above everybody else. And so what is it? I mean, and you hear some artists address that. Yeah, I mean, you kind of hear it in like the basketball GOAT debate of where they say like LeBron, he's basically battling his greatest years from before, or going against Michael Jordan and numbers, but that's a whole different topic. But yeah, so she basically what a lot of people rated as a almost perfect floor performance or something like this happened. But then she wasn't awarded the points for it because basically it's her that's doing it. So and then it affected her team because they were like, this is better than anybody else's. So anybody else would have got this score. And I don't know this for sure, but someone told me that the Olympics even announced that, because I know she said that she was scared that she was going to hurt herself. But I was reading this thing like somebody made a Facebook post saying that the Olympics said that they felt other competitors were hurt themselves trying to like compete,
Or
and
like trying to keep up with her.
yeah, keep up with the routines that she was coming up with. So they felt as if it was unfair. And I said, and when I read that, I said, yo, and I tried to, find and kind of see. So this is all just opinion based here. But if that is true, bro, what kind of nonsense is that? Like, we know for sure that the Olympics docked them or didn't award all the points. That's why USA came in, like they were in first place or something like that, or they had a chance at first, but without the points being awarded, they ended up in third. And then she pulled herself from competition until like the very last day because she was going to do a performance, and then she was like mentally she wasn't there, and then she didn't want to hurt herself, and then she had like anxiety. They told her she couldn't take like her ADHD medicine for a competition, and basically just overall bad experience for her there. And then now all these people are saying like, she's a baby, she's being selfish because she hurt her team, and it's like, yo, are y'all missing like what I just brought up? If that is true that the U.S. said, I mean that the Olympics said that,
Mm-hmm.
yo, what is that, bro?
Yeah, if they said that, like that's super super screwed up.
And it's like, or even if it's not even said, but it's visible. Like if that many people in that community recognize, like, hey, yo, bro, that was insane, and y'all gave her that amount of points for that. Are y'all sure y'all just saw what she did?
Yeah.
Like, there's when it was unanimous, nobody else out here can do that. I think that's kind of a clear cut right there. Like, hey, yo, this person should be awarded whatever. But yeah, so that's basically her battle. But I did want to see like, what do you think about the people saying that she's like being selfish? Then,
I mean, I don't think anybody has ever been in that position. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I know I haven't. I know you haven't. I know probably millions of people haven't ever been where you're
yeah,
like,
no, billions,
yeah,
billions of people,
yeah,
billions of people have never been in that position.
like.
Yeah, all right, my bad. I didn't want to cut you
But
off.
I mean, like, yeah, like what do you know about being in that spot? You know?
Yeah, but I don't even know like I don't even know how that can even be perceived that way though. Like, bro, just imagine. All right, I'm gonna try to use something I can kind of relate. If I knew every time I got into the batter's box, bro, that like anything that was somewhat close or anything that was like even just thrown at the plate was going to be called a strike,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what I did. But let's say every time I made contact, like I was getting a hit or I was hitting it out. So they viewed me as unfair. So anything that was even around, that was just thrown down there was a strike. If I just decide not to swing, like my head's not in it, like at that time I'm like, yo, I've heard this. Somebody has relayed this to me that this is gonna happen, and then it possibly happens. I could imagine my next at bat, like I'm kind of out of it mentally, and
Mm-hmm.
then at that point I am hurting my team because then that's just another strikeout. That's the best way I'm viewing this. Like for her, I can't. Who could say that that's selfish? If you say, "Hey, I'm just gonna," you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just sit out for right now. I could, if everything works out better and I can just mentally address it, then I'll come back later and I'll try to, swing it again. But for right now, I'm just gonna sit out. And then my team doesn't perform as well because I'm sitting out. But it's like, bro, whether I was in or out, they were gonna perform this way because this is what I'm faced against.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how anybody could label that as selfish, bro. Like, if anything, that was a mature move on her part to just remove herself and then try to get with people like, hey, what's the best route for me to take with this? Like, do I come back? Do I not? They had her, I'm grateful that they had her talk with somebody. I mean, I don't know if their coach can make them compete, but he allowed her, if he can, he allowed her to take those days and time to just chill out, take those events off, and get her head together. She came back at the end, I think for like one final event. I forgot what it was called, but I don't know, man. That's what is really bothering me is people are saying, get over it, like you're being selfish. This is
But
bigger than you.
imagine being that good that you literally like are recreating rules almost.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
Like,
Like,
imagine being that good at anything in life.
yeah. Gosh, bro. You're rewriting the books. Like, but that, and I felt bad for her too because, bro, I mean, she's still, I mean, she's more of a young lady now than she is a little girl. But like, those people are committing themselves to entertain you, and she's doing it the right way. Like, she hasn't been arrogant, cocky. She hasn't rubbed it in anybody's face. She's on commercials. Like,
So this is about like our society though as a whole.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it goes back to that,
You can't enjoy greatness.
bro, at all. And it's like, yo, you are literally watching the best gymnast ever, hands down, ever. Like, it's unanimous, agreed upon. Every person that studies the sports, every analyst, to every commentator, she is the best ever. And
Devil's advocate here. Are we being soft by saying it's not okay to raise the bar though?
I don't mind raising the bar if it's applied to everybody. So that means if her performance wasn't whatever worthy, then that means you got to take that same assessment to the next one. So if you would, let's say, I don't know how they score this, but let's say if her performance 4 years ago would have been let's say a 98, but this year you give her an 82. All right, so the person's performance that this year, let's say if it was an 85, it has to now go down however many notches that is to what, a 60 whatever. Like, so just apply it. Make sure it's applied across, because when it comes to sports, though there is a lot of unfair aspects to it, you try to make the playing field as level and fair as possible. That way, the athletes that have the best attributes go above and beyond. You can see the distinction.
Yeah, I don't know too much about gymnastics. I'm not going to sound like I do, but I feel like that has to be one of the easiest sports to probably manipulate. Like, as a judge.
Wait, oh yeah, because you could be like, it's so subjective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I'm sure there has to be some type of standard that they say like this move is worth this and that's worth this. There has to be something like that. I would imagine, or else. I mean, imagine if you just got one of those sourpuss judges one day.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They're like, none of this impresses me. Yeah, you don't even get a score for that. Awful.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that has to be like one of the easiest, like that, and I would say like boxing, because you have judges, and like we do.
No, okay, I feel like I'm almost the opposite on boxing. I feel like boxing would be one of the hardest. Because, bro, sometimes I miss those punches. You know those people that like to count the punches and all that, significant strikes, hard counters. How do you know what that is? Like, how do you know that that's what that is? Like, and how do you even have the scoring time to even do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I mean, the whole time I would just be like this. Oh, dang, I missed it. Can we replay?
No, but there's no way they don't just have like a button that like tracks it. Like, they're basically like hitting like this button if it's this button if it's that, and that computer's tracking. There's no way they don't.
Man, I don't even know, to be honest.
I don't either.
I have no idea.
You can't write that down.
Yeah. What do you think they did back in the day?
My head is saying like they did like tally marks or something like that.
But just what you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But I just finishing up with Simone, I just hope that people just show her a little bit more compassion when it comes to that. I'm not saying, look, if you got an opinion on it, okay, stand on your opinion, because I don't want to sound flip-floppy. But at the same time, remember this is a competition, and it is a part of competition in the sense of how we do competition, to point out the irregulatory. Yeah, I forgot how to say that word, but anything that's irregular and anything that may seem unfair to give another person an advantage. When I even think this is the case in basketball when they say like, "Hey, keep it close." No, if they're fouling and they're not, no. If they are starting to dip, this game gets to 30 points, margin. Don't start calling more fouls or trying to have more calls overall to kind of swing the favor. No, don't keep it close. Like,
No, no.
but to me, I think that would be point out one, but apparently that's one that a lot of people agree upon. So anyway, off that ledge, just saying, that would be my only thing. I just wish her the best, really.
Yeah, facts. Big facts.
All right, moving on. Oh, dude. Well, while we're on athletes, King James is I think he's the first to do this. I don't know. I don't have here in my notes, but he's a billionaire now, bro.
Yeah, he's like the third highest paid athlete behind like Ronaldo and Messi or something like that.
Yeah, bro. He's that's what it was. He's the first NBA player to be playing actively and earn grossly $1 billion.
I mean,
Dude,
he's definitely whoever runs his financials is really smart though, because we know he's not doing it all because he's too busy playing basketball. But like
right.
whoever he is invested with and whoever's doing his investments,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's that's incredible, dude. For a guy to come from nothing to not, I mean, because he easily could have squandered all that money away, but for him to,
several athletes that did,
You said what?
We know so many athletes that did.
Oh my gosh, yes. So many. I got so much show. We got docuseries on him. Yeah, dude. And he just so to have that, and you still continue to see him like grow and do more things. Like, man, yeah. That was really impressive for me to read, though. Also you brought up Messi too. Yeah, that's kind of sad, bro, with him. For anyone that doesn't know, he's going to what I don't know soccer that well. PSG, Paris,
Saint-Germain.
Yeah. After 21 years.
Super team. Yeah, dude. Our whole life is Messi's been on freaking Barcelona.
Bro, just to take this in, bro. For anybody that doesn't realize, like, okay, Messi is what 34. He's turning 34. He played with that team for 21 years. Bro, just take that in, bro.
Yeah.
You literally grew up with them from a boy to a man. Like, and I didn't realize. I was like, "Oh, bro, why is he so?" I mean, I only know him from that team, but when I saw him like he was crying on TV, I was like, "Bro, why is this dude like crying on there?" Like I know it's a sad moment, but he was like kind of like boohooing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as I started to think, I was like, "No, bro, imagine you spend 21 years in a place. What does that even make him? 34 minus 21? What is that? 15? 13?
13, yeah.
13, bro. Holy crap, bro. 13 is when you got involved with them.
Yeah.
And like you legit grew up there.
Yeah.
Like you were supposed to retire there.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yo. Oh, that's disrespectful. Very. Oh, bro, that's like your mama putting you out like, but like not putting you out because it's, well, I mean, I don't know. No, that is like your mama putting you out and not talking to you. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm really just now really grasping this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hold on. Let me make sure that said 21 years before I like completely. I'm pretty sure it did.
It's up there. Because, I mean, the way soccer, those like foreign soccer teams work, they have like academies basically.
Oh. I just knocked over a flower. Oh, Taylor's going to be mad.
That's on camera too.
Bro, we were right. Anyway, 21 years, bro.
Sheesh.
He is just now turned 34. Oh my gosh, dude. Yes, from 13, 14 years old
to 34.
To 30. Bro, you have built your entire life there. Like everything. Bro, I don't care. He's not from Argentina anymore, but he's from doggone Barcelona, Spain. Like, legit, bro. I mean, think about if you had moved anywhere at 13 and then you had been there for the past 21 years, you would be like, oh, yeah, bro, this is my house. Like, this is where I'm from. I mean, yeah, I was born, I guess, kind of raised somewhere else, but like this is where I'm
Oh,
from.
yeah. You moved there when you were 13. You didn't really grow up anywhere else.
Yeah, like I mean, you're talking about some formidable years, like 13 to 18. Oh my gosh, bro!
But then
Like
to 18 to 30.
that's a man. Like you went through puberty there. You went through partying. You went through starting a family, bro. Like, oh my gosh, bro! You gave your everything to right here, and they
They
just
yeah.
couldn't come to an agreement on a. I hope those Barcelona fans raised hell.
I hope so. But
They,
he's going to a team that has Neymar. They also have Mbappe.
I
Literally,
know who Neymar is, but I don't know who Mbappe is.
Mbappe is like 20, 21 years old, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's like France's superstar.
Oh yeah, I heard you say what he's going to a super team.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
He's
mean at least good. So it should be kind of easy for him or easier.
yeah, that's gonna be stupid. Like it's gonna be like how Barcelona was back in their heyday.
Okay, okay. So I mean, I
But
know Barcelona for winning. Again, I don't. I got into soccer once on accident. Did I ever tell you this story?
uh,
So, bro, at one point in time, that's how I know who like Neymar is and stuff like this. This was years ago. Like it had to be like close to like 15 years ago when I was like 14, 15, maybe even 16. But we only had basic cable at home. And so they gave us 23 channels. And every once in a while, you get these real random channels. They were like up in the high 80s. And we just had basic cable because we never really had time to watch TV. And to this day, my mother doesn't watch a lot of TV. She's just like, she still just has basic cable, bro. My sister bought her a Roku. And I think I've said this before. But my sister bought her a Roku, but she doesn't really use it. Every once in a while, she likes to watch Hallmark movies. Like that's her like TV time. It's so strange. And she watches the same ones unless she knows like somebody tells her to watch like another one and she knows how it ends. Then she'll watch it. Super like it's just strange. But uh she it's just strange how like she has like no like desire to really watch TV. Like everybody else, they're like, oh, let's watch. She's like, yeah. But anyway, so on this random channel, it used to be like the soccer channel. Sure, she show like a Champions League. What is it like,
yeah.
Premier League or something like that? Bro, so I used to have a lot of time to just sit there because that weird period between like in Jackson between middle school and high school, there's no baseball season. For middle schoolers, unless you play travel ball, they don't have any. And I never play like any other spring sports like basketball. But I got into soccer one year. But in this time, so I used to just be like, I just want to watch something other than these 23 other channels. Like, and I used to turn on soccer. Bro, I swear I knew everything, everybody. Bro, I knew the differences like in the leagues. I was also refereeing soccer at this time. So it was just, oh my gosh, bro. But ever since then, I have never gotten back into soccer again, though. Just
yeah, it's not like that great, but I mean, like
bro,
it's okay, it's like World Cup and stuff like that. But like,
yeah. Well, I feel like it's the biggest watched sport around the world.
yeah.
But some people like when I watch like the highlights and stuff, like they're the whole game, they're just like, but then it'll be like 1-0,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I mean, why are you like so amped up?
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I guess if I grew up in a culture that it was like that, maybe I would be more so about it. But I don't even know how we got down that rabbit hole. My bad.
No, we're talking about soccer players, but I mean, yeah, Messi is going to be just a perfect addition to that team. It's gonna be insane.
So I wish him the best, bro. Dang, bro, I just
there was talks of the U.S. and that would have been incredible
if he would have came to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Well, we have like MLS teams,
Mm-hmm.
that, and then just a national team. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I mean, there's like smaller leagues and stuff, but MLS is kind of like our like NBA, if you will. Like that's our pro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's that one dude's name? Every time somebody brings up soccer, I think of this interview he did. He said, because they were comparing somebody to him, and he said he's nothing like me. And they were like, well, why would you say that? He was, I'm better than him. And they said, why? They said, he said, who does he play for? and he played. You know who I'm talking about?
Mm.
And
Sounds like a Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I think that's who it is, bro, with the long brown hair,
Yeah.
bro. And he said, and he's like an older guy now.
Yeah.
He's playing. He just came over to MLS, and they said well, he plays for so and so, but he's like the newest, brightest, like rising star. And he said how old is he? And I think he's like 19 or something like that. He said, okay, and where was I when I was 19? And they were like, in Europe. He said, the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, bro, I don't even know what that means, but obviously he does, and that's hard.
Bro, if you've never seen Zlatan Ibrahimovic highlights or just interviews, I'm going to send you so many because this dude is the greatest of all time.
Really?
Like, when he was a monster. He's been a monster his whole career. He came to ML.
I've definitely heard that name. Again, I don't remember what I know from soccer, but yeah.
I believe.
He's Swedish?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, bro, he is incredible. And then like, I mean, so yes, that's the thing. It's like if you're good in your early teens or like early 20s or whatever, you're not playing MLS soccer.
Yeah.
You're playing
like that dude. What was his name? Freddie Adair or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him on our little news channel at school, Channel 1. He's coming every morning. They're like, "Oh my God, Freddie Adair goes pro at 14." And he was playing for the Washington something. No.
Yeah, exactly. But like, bro, like our American team, like there's a guy named Christian Pulisic or something like that. He's like 21, 22, but he plays overseas.
Yeah.
He plays on the USA national team because like he's like our best player.
Yeah. So that's apparently. So the European League or over there basically is like steps above us.
Leagues above, like, bro, we're talking like our MLS soccer is probably like high school soccer compared to like take like high school football in like North Dakota and then compare it to like the NFL. That's what our soccer is compared to.
Jesus.
The amount of money, dude. So listen, I looked this up the other day. Messi makes like 140 something million a year is what he was making at Barcelona.
Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm.
140 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like an NFL player gets like a 5-year, $150 million.
Yeah, and they're shouting. Which, don't get me wrong, that's super great. But like they're putting their bodies on the line, bro.
Like, this boy is making 100 million a year just off of the contract.
Just off of that, bro. That's crazy. Like, bro, I know him and well, first of all, I knew Ronaldo was getting crazy money, bro. When I saw that doggone house that he was sitting in.
You seen that transformation he made too? Look at the pictures of Ronaldo before money. It's worse than Nicki Minaj, like, bro.
Oh, well, you say he got like plastic surgery and stuff?
Have you not seen pictures of him?
No. I think maybe like once, but like, nah.
You gotta look up Cristiano Ronaldo before money, bro.
Yo, low key, bro. I don't know because I don't want to sound like a hater. I mean, he is crazy ripped up, bro. But I feel like he like does something too. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
All fake.
I don't know, bro. His legs do. I mean, they look built like that. That looks like he earned those.
I mean, I think like body wise, he definitely has some help somewhere coming in, but like he definitely was already. I mean, soccer. You know how soccer players are built, bro. They're already lean as hell because they run 85
all day. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm saying like that's what's crazy to me. Like I'm used to like them having like, they'll like crazy calf muscles, and they'll have good quads, but like, bro, he's like kind of. Let me say I say that a lot of them have really built legs and they have like really skinny upper bodies. But like for his upper body, like it looks like more muscular than everybody else's, but then his legs also look crazy. And I was like, I mean, maybe it's like HGH or something like that. But I'm like, yo, bro, how does this dude? And like, I think I did see a picture when he was like, I guess a kid, and he was like really skinny. But I was like, man, I don't know how this dude is getting 35, 36, and he just keeps getting like more muscular. Typically, that's like a sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if he was like 26, 28. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You've been lifting for a few years now, but like, no, bro, you're bigger than you were at 26, 28. Like, that's kind of crazy. But apparently, it doesn't raise any red flags for them, though. They just keep letting them do whatever.
But for anybody that doesn't understand soccer money, European soccer money is like Jay-Z money.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, bro.
You're not touching it.
Um, yeah, I don't know much about soccer, but that's one thing I am well aware of though, is that it's big time money. Well, first of all, when I saw their coaches, bro, they have coaches that are getting 500 mil, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, who in the hell spends a $500 million, bro? And it was like, but again, you're going back to that though. How I mean, if you bring those clubs, that's what they call it, clubs,
Yeah.
like that type of money. I mean, they show you that. I was also listening to a motivational speech, and the guy was saying how I don't even know who he was. It was on this playlist while I was lifting, but he was talking about how like he was like, if you want something, go get it. Well, one of those. Like, don't earn it, don't quit. But he was saying how he became a club manager. I forgot who he said for now, but he was saying how he said I had a job, I had money before this. And he said, but he took 4 years off to learn the game of soccer. He said, and now I manage so and so. And he said, so it covers like all those years. He said, but how did I get here? He said, because I didn't quit. He said, how do I convince my friend that's making $400,000 a year quit his job? He has 3 kids, a wife. Because he was like, how do you tell him to quit his job and come be your assistant? And I was like, first of all, his wife was probably like, oh, you're a fool. No, you are not. You're going to give up what?
Yeah.
What I keep hearing in my head is, Johnny, you're going to do what? No, you're not.
No, you're not.
But yeah, bro. So I knew that they were getting crazy money over there for sure.
Bro, it makes me want to just like pick up like an English accent and just like
Facts,
start
bro. Just hop in.
bro.
Bro.
Let me on the pitch.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you. Well, for also too, when you see their owners sitting in those boxes wearing doggone $10,000 suits, I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, he wore that one and just threw it away.
Yeah. Somebody around here is getting money. Like, it's not just, it's money around here.
Mm-hmm.
And then also too, I mean, they pack out all those stadiums all the time, like every game.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, like it's just, oh man, dude. And I feel like too, their for their sport, their stardom way surpasses like our people's
Yeah, it's international.
stardom. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like basically how like LeBron James could never walk down the street around here regular. That's them going to every country though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's oh man. I mean, hell, look. I mean, I'm talking about Messi, and I don't even know like soccer at all.
Bro, you know somebody that I think is like could do that though,
Who?
and be like irrelevant or be not irrelevant, be relevant everywhere is Luka.
I see that because he is kind of like he's becoming the face of like international basketball, very much so. So yeah, I could definitely see that, and he made a pretty good showing in the Olympics too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Slovenia anywhere. They made their Olympics. The dude was 17-0 before they lost their first. They lost by 1 point to France, and then they lost like third place game to Australia. Which I mean, France and Australia. I didn't realize those rosters were stacked like NBA players.
Yeah, that's what I saw once. Also too when I saw Australia. What's his name again? What does he play for Utah?
Joe Ingles.
No, the other dude.
Pat Mills.
But yes, Pat. That's what it is. Because I always think his name is interesting.
Plays for San Antonio.
Yeah. But when I saw him out there, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I was like, U.S. team, U.S. players that aren't from here do go back and play with their like home country, so it makes sense. I wonder if Giannis played in the Olympics. Who would he play for?
Wouldn't it be Greece?
So I know he has a Greek citizenship, but I think he may have triple citizenship because he's Nigerian and then moved there. So for like asylum or something like that, but then he plays in the U.S. and I'm pretty sure he has U.S. citizenship. So that would actually I'm gonna look this up right now to see.
I think it's Greece. I think he's played on the Greece national team. but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I really
Oh
didn't realize.
no, just kidding, bro. I'm completely wrong. So, I mean, he is Greece nationality. His parents immigrated in from Nigeria, and 3 years before he was ever born, and then they came from Lagos, and then they left their firstborn son there, and then they had Giannis after that.
Dang.
Yeah, so he grew up in Athens neighborhood of Sepolia. So because that's why he speaks Greek. I forgot the Nigerian language that he speaks, and also American.
You mean English?
No, we speak American, bro. That's what it is.
Bro, I didn't realize how funny he was until after they won the championship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He has a
Bro,
great sense of humor. Dude.
he actually is like hilarious. He's a very likable like face for the NBA.
Yeah. Oh, bro, my bad. I'm looking at this. Go ahead, my bad. Finish what you were saying. I want to see what you think about this too, though. Yes. Also, when they ask him about being the face of the NBA, I like his answer. He's like, I'm not that interested in that. You know, like that can be like for Harden or KD. He was like, I just want to focus on my family. I was like, that's gonna make you the face, dude, because people like a humble guy. They like that. Okay, yeah. Switching topics a little bit. This happened literally months ago, and it was a topic that I just saw really fast. But I brought this up because I just saw before people. This is gonna for anybody that's listening. This is the moment we're gonna switch into something I guess a little bit more political, more so than vaccines. It's about police officers, and so brace yourself. So there was those two police officers that just got shot in Chicago. One of them died. And so, but before people even saw their images of who they are, people were like serves them right. It's about time they stop picking on black people. Like things like that. They were like, I'm not even going to repeat that one, but this was just a few of the things that I saw. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but like, and I did see some people with some common sense. They were like, yo, you don't even know like what race these police officers were if they were black too, because Chicago has a black police superintendent, which is like, the police chief. But so this happened a few months ago though, in Seattle, all 50 people that were on their SWAT team resigned. And so they resigned from the SWAT team. They said they would go back to being regular duty police officers. They were no longer dealing with all this stuff because they didn't feel like they had support from the city. And honestly, I mean, I want to see what you think, but I cannot blame them. Like any police officer right now, I think that's sticking in this, you got to respect because they don't have much encouragement to stay.
No,
you know what I mean? Like it's there's people who are disrespecting them daily. It used to be such an honorable job, but people were acting like it's such a disgrace to even consider it. So yeah, I just want to see like what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, it's crazy. Like people that say like defund the police. Like, I just don't understand like who you want to call when things go bad.
Yeah, I saw people say too. I think we've already kind of covered like our thoughts on this a little bit, but I saw people saying like we should make traffic stops illegal. It's an infringement on rights. But the fact that so many people like agreed with it, I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, I don't even have words for that.
It's like, how is you okay? You chose to live here in this country that set up a certain system of laws that were voted on and decided upon. Okay, one of them was speeding. As stupid as some people may find it, it's stupid. It may be stupid, but it's something that's there. It's in place. So every time you drive down the street, hey man, I need to go the speed limit or close to the speed limit to not get pulled over. All right. Yeah. So then, what are they supposed to do when you break the law? Like, what's supposed to happen? That's breaking a law. So if you can infringe upon their laws that they set, what are they supposed to do? Hey man, you're breaking our laws, but go ahead about your day.
No,
No,
that's not how life works.
that's not how it works, bro. I mean, if as much as you want to, you would okay when people's rights are being infringed upon, they have the right to retaliate, such as being forced to take a vaccine.
Bro, listen, you break a law, you do that in America, you might get a ticket. You might get a
Bro,
warning.
that's it.
You possibly might get arrested if you're going that fast.
Yeah.
In other countries, bro, they're gonna kill you.
You have a very likely chance of dying. Yes,
Torture.
or being extorted.
Yeah, I mean,
I
they're
mean,
probably gonna torture you. Like,
yeah, and then being extorted could lead to your death because if you decide not to pay, there's like, all right, all
cool.
right,
See ya.
yeah. So I'm just thinking like, I don't know how. One, I don't really know how that's an infringement on their rights, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's traffic stops. They're needed. They lead to a lot of arrests. Now, there are some bad officers out there. Don't get me wrong, that take
Bro, but
advantage of
there's
that.
bad teachers out there. There's
Ex-
there's
ex-
bad bosses. There's bad everything, bro.
exactly. I completely agree. And that's why I'm like, if like if anything, don't you try to help the system, but
Yeah.
them saying that like, oh, they deserved it, all this like that's not right. Turns out, I'm pretty sure the lady was the officer that died. They announced it this morning. She was
Yeah.
a Hispanic lady, pretty sure. And I'm like, this is exactly why you don't say that stuff like all cops are bad. That's what they get. They should stop harassing black people. It's like, no, bro. This was also one of those quote unquote marginalized people that you guys speak of that
Mhm.
should be getting help. Now, okay, so I'm waiting to see what people say now. But when I saw that with those 50 officers resigning, I was like, I can't even imagine, especially in Seattle, who saw a 2,000. I know I've said this before, 2,000% increase in crime since last year's Chaz zone,
Bro,
that whole thing.
wasn't it San Francisco? I could be wrong on the city, but wasn't it San Francisco that said that like it's no longer a crime to like steal from stores? Like they passed a law to like you can like steal from stores and it's like not even illegal.
Dude, that's why I say I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a California thing to do.
But like,
Uh,
bro, like, all right, I'm just gonna hop on a flight real quick, bring a couple of suitcases, grab all my necessities, I'm gonna fly home. I'm good.
exactly, rob the place
Does that
blind.
make any sense?
And the thing is, I could see if they said to stop calling police out to like petty crimes because they're overworked like that, and they would say file a police report given the description without it being like having a police officer come there to the scene. But I don't know because they have to do like an investigation to make sure there's not like, I guess, a false report. So that's weird. If they said that, that's stupid. That
Yeah,
makes no sense.
like that's so dumb.
Yeah, bro. Um, I don't know, but then no, that sounds like a San Francisco thing to do.
It sounds like a very California thing in general, but
Yeah.
that's the thing is like think about that. So we all know these big cities, San Francisco, have all this homeless population.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now you're basically saying like these homeless people can just go in, grab what they want, and leave.
Yeah. Oh, while we're on that too, did you see California also put out the income thing, guaranteed income?
No.
I think it's like yeah. For all side note, from what you're saying, but yeah, it's $500 to $1,000 per resident. It's supposed to start up next year. So now you can steal from them and they'll pay you. Go look at that, bro. Yeah. But yes, what you were saying about the homeless people, they very well can, yeah, just walk in places now and just take it. Which I mean, if I've seen some places take that upon themselves where they're like, yo, if somebody steals something, don't even worry about it, don't chase them down. Just tell us. Makes sense. But not for the government to say it, because I'm imagining their city council decided that. If, or, for the city of San Francisco. No, fam. You can. Are you going to replace all this product? Are you paying me? Which probably they're like, yeah, we'll just pay you. Since apparently they're paying everybody $500 to $1,000. Just take that in, bro. How about they already pay high taxes?
Mm-hmm.
They already have a struggling economy for the state.
the cost of living is already absurd.
Insane. And now you're telling me, by the way, we're also going to pay everybody $500 to $1,000. Insane, dude. What? And yet people keep signing up for California.
I would have been gone.
Yeah, well, not even that. They keep signing up the same people in government. Like, bro, y'all need to change that color to gray or green, something. But doggone, it shouldn't be blue no more. That's for sure. You should get as far away from the color blue as you can, bro. Like, nobody that even halfway represents anything blue, and I'm saying blue as in the Democratic Party, should even be in there. Not blue as in police. So I don't want somebody to get on here and be like, la, la, la. No. You need more police. More police and less Democratic blue representation. And your whole state will go back to normal.
Probably so. I think it literally is like a 10-year fix, probably for them at least, at minimum.
I was gonna say minimum, unless they get very aggressive at the beginning and they come out and say, "Hey, yo, all this stuff y'all did was stupid, bro. We're scrapping everything, starting from the bottom up." Like, then I mean, they would probably get it done in like 5. But genuinely, yes, a more civil way to handle it, 10, 15 years for them to get back to normal.
At least,
bro. Let's see if let me check, see if there's anything else. I mean, this is kind of just little updates on sports. Westbrook and Melo to the Lakers. I don't really got much to say on that, unless you do.
No. Everyone's saying the Lakers are a super team. They're gonna be a bust.
Oh, you think? Okay, well now we actually may have a lot to say on it.
Yeah, I think half that roster gets traded by the All-Star break because LeBron can't figure it out. We all know how this stuff goes. Every time we see this, they're either gonna be the 90 whatever Bulls, 96 Bulls, or like the Warriors team from a couple years ago where they win like the most games ever, or they're just gonna suck. There's not gonna be in between.
I see that, and that's why I think he acquired some of the people or he tried to. I should say the team acquired those people for trading pieces for sure. So I can see that.
They traded everybody though.
They did, bro. But I mean, they got some great people in order. This honestly might be his best roster ever.
I think so.
Like, for sure, bro. They got some good bench players. They got some great starters. Yeah, this could be good.
Guys, I guess their starting 5 is like Westbrook, THC, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Marc Gasol, probably.
No, Ariza. I think they said Ariza was starting.
Ariza, I forgot about Ariza.
Yeah, THT's coming off the bench. He's gonna be in there coming off with I think Melo's coming off the bench too.
Yeah, but
because I think they said they wanted to re-sign because Dwight's going to come off the bench. They were trying to re-sign Drummond. I don't know if they decided on him yet or not.
Dude, how many roster spots do they have? Jesus.
They still have 3 available.
How?
Yeah, because apparently, I guess some of those, like, some of those bench players, their contracts are done. It's not talked about as much, but because how somebody wrote it up was they wanted Drummond at the 5. Whatchamacallit at the 4, Anthony Davis at the 4, Ariza at the 3, LeBron at the 2, Westbrook at the 1.
Bro, I'm looking at this roster right now. You have Westbrook and Schroeder as your point guards. Mm-hmm. You have Kendrick Nunn as well, who can run point. He can run the 2. He was a good player in Miami. Great player in Miami.
What they say, he almost won Rookie of the Year, something like that.
I really hate that he left Miami because I really enjoyed having him there.
Yeah.
Malik Monk, Wesley Matthews, THT, Wayne Ellington, all you can play the 2. You can probably play them at the 3 too. You have LeBron, Jared Dudley. I don't really care about. I don't know why he's there, but Bazemore, Ariza, all can play the 3 or the 4.
Mm-hmm.
You got Melo, who can do whatever you want. They have Giannis's brother. I think will be okay. He is 6'10". But then, I mean, adding.
I doubt he gets much playing time, though.
No, but I mean, he's there if you need him. Which, I mean, with this roster, you might because of like Anthony Davis injuries. What's Marc Gasol going to give you at 36? And then Dwight's 35. You know what I mean?
Right. But Dwight is great. I think that's a great option off the bench, though, bro. I really do.
Yeah.
I think if anything, Yeah, I mean, do you start Gasol and then if let's say if they don't have because Drummond wasn't on there, was he? He's a free agent, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, if you can't sign him, then you have to start Gasol, and I don't want him all sluggish out there. I mean, I know he creates space, but
bro. But listen to the ages on this team: Melo 37, Ariza 36, Bazemore 32, Dudley 36, Ellington 33, Gasol 36, Dwight 35, LeBron 36, Matthews 34, Westbrook 32.
yeah, they're a seasoned team for sure, for sure.
But like,
Seasoned, yeah,
holy hell.
yeah. I mean, I'm not one of those big believers in like, younger the bet, like younger. I think when those guys hit their stride is around 26 to 32, 33. Some of them are kind of past their stride, but LeBron's well established. Westbrook is in his stride right now.
He really is.
Uh,
Mr.
I
Triple
mean,
Double.
and you got some of those younger guys on the bench there that are there to help give you that rejuvenation when you come off. Those guys can ball, bro.
The thing with those guys is LeBron's going to make them 3-point shooters. If they don't hit their threes, they're not winning.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the Sixers just re-signed Danny Green, and bro, I don't know how I feel. Not to take away from your rant, but
No, but when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's just absolutely garbage.
God, dog, bro. Can't count on him. Not now. Used to, not now. My bad.
Dude, one team that I'm interested to see, like obviously, like you see the hat, like
Yeah.
Miami, bro, the Heat.
Yeah.
Re-signed Jimmy Butler to a long deal. Still
Mm-hmm.
have Bam. Kept Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, which are the shooters. Re-signed Victor Oladipo, which if he stays healthy, we know what he can be. Obviously, that's a big if.
Right.
Added Kyle Lowry.
I'm not a fan of Kyle Lowry, but
I think he's a great floor general.
I think he's a nah. I think he's a
He can give you some buckets when you need them too.
yeah, but I just don't. It's about something with him being on the court. I just don't appreciate. But he does seem to be helpful to like another. I don't want to say co-star, but ball
Well,
sharer.
he puts his body on the line for defense too. He takes a lot of charges. Added Markieff Morris, so I mean that's at least a body and a somewhat decent shooter.
Right.
PJ Tucker is all defense.
All defense. That's solid.
So it's like
because y'all got rid of Iguodala, so that's helpful.
exactly. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Another guard we have is Max Struss. He's a younger kid, came off the bench last year. I mean, puts up good numbers.
I think that the NBA is leveling out a little bit with the talent. Like even though there's people clumping up in spots, there's a lot of people clumping up in spots. So it's like, I mean, yeah, cool. You may think you got like a team over there, but like you're still gonna have to face this other team too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no, it's a lot more even. It's a lot more fun. Like when we had that stretch of 4 years where we all knew it was Warriors versus Cavs.
Yeah, facts.
Like we picked that 4 years in a row, bro.
What do you think about Kemba to the Knicks?
I like that. I think the Knicks should have got Lonzo, bro. I really do think they should have went after Lonzo.
That's my next question, bro.
Well, because you're right. With the Bulls getting, I think that's helpful to them. That helps Lonzo grow. I don't see them winning anything with him and Zach LaVine. I mean, it's entertaining, but
they have
Caruso.
They have Vucevic or whatever they got from Orlando, who's a dominant big man, like 2020 guy. Like
yeah, but bro, okay, so they may be an interesting team in the East, but they're not winning a chip.
No.
Like it's.
I mean, yeah. I think you add maybe two pieces to that. I think they could.
Yeah, but who's going there?
I don't know.
Nobody wants to go there. Besides, like a person like Lonzo, I mean, that's it, bro. Like, I don't even know if they have, and they talked about them with cap issues. I think next year they have better cap, but I think it's until like 2023 is when they really can like flourish. But somebody like the Knicks, they have it right now. And they should have went after Lonzo and tried to get Zion in with something next year. I think.
But why did the Bulls pay Caruso so much money?
Caruso's bro, he's legit.
You think
He
so?
is. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to use him, Zach LaVine, and Lonzo because they are all the exact same position. Because Zach LaVine, to me, I mean, he's just kind of just a scorer, really just an.
I was gonna say Zach LaVine's probably gonna average like over 30 a game next year because Lonzo's just gonna be feeding the frick out of him.
Right, right. But I don't know if you can have you can't have all three of them on the court at the same time. Like, it kind of just looks like, at least I mean they can, but I wouldn't do it because it's like, why the hell would you do this? Like, it's just it doesn't make sense. But I don't know what they got planned with that dude.
I don't know. Another team, Memphis adding Steven Adams. I don't
Yeah, that's solid.
with I think him and John Morant. And then they have Jaren Jackson Jr. playing at the 4 too. I
Mm-hmm.
think that could be a interesting team. I mean,
Oh yeah,
the Grizzlies have always been noise, but like
that's what I'm saying. As far as teams, like now, you got to actually like face a lot of teams now. It's not the NBA is not so top heavy. Like
you know,
we got it distributed out a little bit.
it's gonna be trash.
What is?
Wizards.
Yeah, of course. They got old Kuzma. Boy, his life has changed, bro. Oh my gosh. That boy gonna have to he gotta put on a coat now in the wintertime. He can't just walk around here in tank tops. Oh man, he can't just his whole life has changed before his very eyes. I watched this dude Oprah Side who always makes fun of him because he was like, bro, he used to tell people, he's like, you only pull hoes because you play for the Lakers. He was like, as soon as you leave, bro, they not calling you back. And bro, so as soon as he got traded, oh my gosh, bro, he got right on YouTube and he was like, he was like Ed Kuzman hoes. He put like the ad in his video. He was like, hey yo, don't worry, I'm still here. I'm still in LA. He was like, I live right here, blah blah blah. He was like, Kuzman, it was nice knowing you. I'll probably never have you again on my channel. He was like, enjoy your life. Hope it goes great. He was like, don't worry, bro. I'll take care of your hoes for you though. It was great, man. But yeah, beyond the social aspect, he needs to grow on the court though, genuinely. Like he needs to figure it out. Quit. He For somebody that has the right attributes to be a baller, he's so stupid with the ball.
Absolutely.
Like just flat out stupid.
Bro, there's a reason why he played at Utah as in college.
Honestly, like no disrespect to no disrespect to Kuzma.
Yeah.
He's trash, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say no disrespect to Utah, but then I didn't even know how to like make it sound all right. I had no follow up once I said it, so I was like, no, that is disrespect, bro. No.
The one thing I really want to see is I really want to see Dame leave Portland, but I really want to see him go to. I want to see with all the moves that have happened now. The team I want to see him go to is Dallas. I want to see him and Luka.
I want him with your boy at the 76ers. Get Ben Simmons out of there. The Lakers made the call on Kuzma. Why can't the Sixers make the call on Ben Simmons, bro? If we could get Ben Simmons out of there, because you know the Warriors are interested in him. If we can get him out of there, bro, and we could have brought Damon, him and Embiid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. We would.
I agree. I agree with that. Like that would be crazy, but that's not gonna happen because for some reason you guys love Ben Simmons.
I don't get it, bro. I'm like, he is doing nothing. Nothing. Like, get him, bro. He has progressively gotten worse since winning Rookie of the Year in his second season.
Yeah.
That in itself right there should have told us it all. Like, oh my gosh, bro. The NBA set us up for that one.
Bro, but can you not think about Dame in Dallas? Dame with Luka. And then also they got Porzingis.
Right.
I think that could be
Porzingis is no, he's falling off though. And I'm saying falling off in the sense he can't figure it out. So
yeah, I mean, I think he'd be okay though with Dame.
Yeah. Ooh, so I'm gonna why do I keep saying ooh every time I see something? While we're on the topic of basketball, I had something on that President Obama became a minority owner in some professional African basketball league. I forgot the name, so I can't really give him a shout out. But I thought that's interesting too.
That is interesting.
No, I don't really like him in that mix in Dallas, though. With all those names you said, I don't like it. I don't think it works. Just for the sense of the Porzingis is whatever the hell he is, and him and Luka could get along well. I do think that could be great, but it's the people around them which would cause them to lose.
Yeah, you think it'd just be like another Portland where they have two good
Yeah,
guards?
absolutely. I can see that because I mean, if that was the case, he should have won when Melo got there.
Yeah, that's fair. But speaking, you said Obama. That made me think about. Did you see his birthday party?
No, I heard about this though just this morning. And Dr. Fauci didn't say a word about his birthday party, but he brought up the biker race though.
Did you see the DJ from the Obama birthday party like had posted pictures and like they like instantly had to be deleted?
No, why?
Yeah, because I mean it was like crazy party.
Ooh.
And like no mask, no nothing.
See, these old Democrats, bro, they are gosh.
Bro, they laugh, dude. They laugh in your face.
Bro.
I just want people to remember that.
Yeah, that's
it.
I
don't have a problem with Obama having a birthday party, bro. Live it up, bro.
Have the birthday party, but then tell the rest of the world, hey, it's okay, live your life, bro. Make decisions
Facts.
for you.
Facts.
Yeah, dude, that's gosh, man. But no, I just saw that this morning, but and they were. I think they're going to question Fauci about his statements on because he condemned the Sturgis motorcycle race. I mean, motorcycle rally, that most of which is outside.
Mm-hmm.
But called it a super spreader, but said nothing about Obama's birthday party. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how you do that? Was his birthday party inside or outside?
I think a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Where versus a motorcycle rally. Which is
and he had to come out and say like it was just going to be family and like close friends because like everyone knew it was about to be a big old party.
Yeah,
and it was.
I mean, when you got that much money, he has a house in Martha's Vineyard.
He's literally Barack Obama.
Yeah, bro.
You don't think he's about to have a banger for a birthday party, bro?
Exactly. Come on, bro. You already know. Bro, I don't think I got much more I want to go over today.
Good to get back into it, though.
Yeah. I want to say also rest in peace to Bobby Bowden. He passed away yesterday. But 91, though, so he got a very long life. So that's fortunate. But yeah, man, like you said, bro, it's good to be back. It's good to get into the groove again, doing it again. I think that's all I got. I don't really got any closing thoughts or anything else. No.
Stay tuned for more episodes to come. We'll be back at it.
Yeah.
Back on the grind.
Yes, sir. Until next time, guys.
Next time.